Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing the Portrait of Pirates K Maximum Sanji from the series One Piece. My background is a little bit different today because the box doesn't really fit too well in the backdrop and I didn't like how it looked, so I'm just holding it and showing the box. It is a beautiful looking box. The colors are really vibrant, really grabs that blue fire effect that Sanji has when he does the Diable Jambe, in particular the Wano version that is blue, and looks really nice. This is a special figure because unlike other Portrait of Pirates figures where they're purely by Megahouse, this is a collaborative effort between Kotobukiya and Megahouse. There are a couple other figures that are like this as well. There is a Boa Hancock being done by Alta, as well as a Nami being done by Freeing. So it's pretty cool to see that they are at least trying to branch out a little. It's very rare for Megahouse to collab with another company on something like this, and it makes sense to collab with some of the greats of statue manufacturers, so it is nice to see that license freeing up a little bit beyond just the prize figures being Bandai and the statues being Megahouse. But we'll get right into it. Out of the box, here is the Sanji, and he looks incredible. Much like any other Maximum figure, this is more about the diorama / spectacle of the figure. There's like intricate detail that regular Portrait Pirates don't have. Even though regular Portrait figures do look quite good, the Maximum ones tend to try to capture a moment a little bit more or have some sort of like dynamic feel to them, and that's exactly what's happening with this Sanji. He is mid-kick. There is a beautiful fire effect all throughout this figure from the base to the top of the kick. It is a fantastic looking figure. There's motion all over, and we'll be going into all of the details. So first up, the paintwork is immaculate. I did not see a single paint error on this statue at all. The sort of burgundy of his suit is really striking. The shadows are really well done. It's not my favorite look of Sanji. I do prefer his black suit more, but if you're making a dynamic statue, the burgundy Wano look does pop quite a bit more. His face looks incredible. The teeth clenched looks great on him. The expression in his eye, the shiny metallic-ish hair does actually work in this regard. The whole figure does have a sort of like pearlescent-ish look to it, very shiny, but I think it just generally works quite well for exactly what they're doing here. Normally I would prefer something a little bit more matte, but like I said, don't really mind it here. It just looks quite nice. So all of the facial detail is nice, even his cigarette is very well detailed, and it doesn't look like they've missed a single spot on him. Granted, Sanji's design is fairly simple because, suit, tie, cigarette, hair covering one eye, just the basics, but if you fail it, it's pretty easily noticeable, but they've executed it very well here. Simple things like his tie flipped up with the motion, his jacket billowing, everything looks really nice. Then comes to the more subtle colors. So the way that they've sort of melded the fire effect into the sculpt is very nice. So there's a transition between his legs, like suit color, into the blue, and there are multiple shades of blue here. The way that the sort of light is painted, in particular on his left leg, as it's sort of merged with the fire, is really cool, and there's sort of like a reflection effect from the higher parts of the fire onto his leg. Looks really cool. A little bit hard to explain, but hopefully I'm showing it well in the B-roll, but it is a very cool effect, and I do like it quite a bit. I do also like how it transitions from a regular red-orange fire into this blue fire with nice little, light sort of ice blue, almost bordering on white coloring. Just looks really nice. It makes the standard Portrait of Pirate hexagon base look that much more striking, and it is just a fantastic looking figure all around. So in general, Sanji's not my favorite One Piece character. He's not even my favorite Straw Hat, but I do like him, in particular post Cake Island, because that was where his true character arc really showed, and up until that point, especially after time skip, there were a few instances where his own character faults got in the way of the narrative. In general, he is a very strong character, and this figure does really showcase how fantastic he is, and it is nice to have him get represented more, whereas a lot of the other statues are typically like Zoro and Luffy constantly. Occasionally the, Nami sex appeal and a few other characters are left by the wayside, like for example Usopp, Brook and Frankie rarely if ever get statues, and the ones that we do have are quite good, there's no doubt about that, but they could, use re-releases or new designs and things like that, because the Straw Hats designs are changing constantly. Normally I would have included like Robin in that discussion as well, but she's recently getting an Egghead Portrait of Pirates as well, so I digress. But it's just a bit strange sometimes that some characters don't get the representation that they deserve, and Sanji being such an integral member of the crew, it was weird that we hadn't gotten some really good statues in a while, so it is nice to have this, and it's even more impressive that it is a collaborative effort with Kotobukiya. It is a fantastic figure, takes up quite a bit of space, but I am very, very happy with the purchase. It's going right alongside with my other Straw Hats because I'm trying to get a statue of every single Straw Hat and just one that embodies that character. So it is very nice to have an updated one, because before this I had the Sailing Again one, which was horribly outdated. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time. Oh hi, I didn't see you there. As you can see, I'm hard at work making new videos for the channel. Now, while I'm happy with where the channel is right now, I could use your help. By liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel, it helps out the YouTube algorithm and recommends my channel to more people. So if you like any of my videos, please let me know, it really helps out. And if you liked this one, please let me know too. It means a lot to me, and I really, really appreciate all of you guys.